Now we have the fourth C, and this is a tribute. Tribute, which means dedication and remembering and praising somebody who is a very great person. So it's a tribute is the meaning. And there was a very beautiful uh, actress in Telugu movies. Her name was Savitry. Uh, if you watch her movies and you see her acting, she will leave you spellbound. The way she used to act and the beauty and the expression were marvelous. This lesson is about Savitri, the kind of person she was, how she started. It's a whole small story of the life of one of the legends of Telugu film cinema, actually, I would say Indian cinema, Savitri, the attribute. So let's start the lesson. The Indian film industry has completed 100 years in the year 2013. It is a correct. Fitting means correct. It is a fitting tribute to the world of cinema to to remember our favorite films, producers, directors, actors, and music and art directors. Telugu audiences are proud of many producers, directors, and artists. Savitri is one such prestigious artist. Ever since she was 8, she evinced means showed, interest in learning dance. Later, she associated herself with the theatre. She formed a theatre organization as well. She had little difficulty in entering the film field. When Savitri was 12, she was offered a role in a film. The film's name was Agni Pariksha, but finally dropped as she looked too young for the role. She was given a song sequence, Ranante Rane Ranu, in Patala Bhairavi. Savitri's part in it was brief, small part, but the effect of her performance was considerable. A lot of effect, considerable, a lot. Her expressions were beautiful. A lot of filmmakers recognized a potential artist in her. As a result, she was elevated to the role of a heroine by the noted director L.V. Prasad in the film Samsaram, 1950. On the sets, she was nervous. She had to repeat many takes, and this proved a setback for her. The role was given to someone else, and she was given a small role of less importance. Import here means importance. In the film Devdas, very famous film, one of the best picturizations of Sarat Chandra Chatterjee's novel Devdas, Parvati comes alive in Savitri. Parvati, the heroine of Sarat Chandra Chatterjee's novel Devdas, is Parvati, and she comes alive in Savitri. The young Parvati with curly hair, a lock of hair straying on her forehead. Straying means just coming like that, straying. The large, round, blackberry eyes looking out from an innocent face left an indelible, indelible. You can't rub it. Indelible. The impression is made and you can't rub it. Indelible imprint in the minds of cine lovers. She portrayed Devadas' love and the role of rich man's wife marvelously. People who have watched the film can vouch for that. It's a magnificent movie. Savitri left her mark in this evergreen, which was always fresh, always young, evergreen Telugu classic. Savitri established her credentials with Ardhangi. She gave an exceptionally brilliant performance as a woman forced to marry a mentally retarded person, ANR. She nurses him back to health. So ANR is mentally retarded, he's down and his mind is not functioning. She nurses him back. She also teaches a lesson to her in-laws who conspire against her husband, who are playing a trick on her husband, conspire. Savitri captured the audiences with her charm and magnificent acting. Charm is a word which must be used for Savitri. If you see her movies, you'll know how charming she was. She was able to convey a wide range of feelings through her expressive eyes. The most brilliant thing about her acting was the way she expressed through her eyes the emotions. Her mischievous look, it captivates anyone. The look of fake anger provokes, fake anger. Just like that, she's getting angry. The look filled with real anger pierces the heart. When she's really angry, your heart is broken. The look of passion while waiting for her lover, the pain and the longing, the passion waiting for her lover, the pain filled look when her love fails. When her love fails, then the eyes reveal that deep pain. The confident look. You see Savitri, a movie, you can just see the eyes shifting emotions, confidence, pain, passion, anger. She's extremely expressive with her eyes. The pain-filled look when her love fails, the confident look, very confident look that seems ready to face any situation. All this myriad, 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 different, many emotions are hidden in her eyes and they pop up. They pop up, all those emotions. How beautiful this passage is. The dimensions are endless. The dimensions are endless. So eyes are obviously one of the most beautiful ways you convey your emotion, whether you convey pain or you convey anger or you convey passion or longing. Every emotion is actually conveyed by the eyes, and Savitri was a genius in communicating her emotions through her eyes. The dimensions are endless, and pages can be filled to describe the magic spell of her eyes. That is why the audiences loved her, because they used to feel it. It's so real. It's not a movie. It's full acting, but totally real. Savitri's amazing talent was in full form in Missamma. Missamma is one of the greatest movies in Telugu movies, a hit comedy that established Savitri's place firmly as a star. It's a very interesting story, Missamma. Mary, she's a Christian in the movie. Mary in the film comes into agreement with the Hindu youth, MT Rao, NTR, to pretend as a couple. So they have to pretend as a couple in order to get a job in a school. So she wants to get a job in a school. So she says that she's a wife of somebody. Mary was a Christian to the core, whereas Rao was a tolerant Hindu. What results is in what results is a 3 hour pure comedy for the audience. So from every frame is funny. You should see the movie Missamma. It's very legendary movie, very famous movie, Telugu movie. Savitri was adored for the matchless ease and expression. Meena Kumari herself was a legend, a genius in acting. And she herself, the Hindi film heroine, the heroine of Hindi film, said, "When I watch Savitri's acting, I usually get doubts about my own acting." So, Meena Kumari telling that is really true, because Savitri had that exceptional talent, natural, spontaneous. It's like she's not acting, she's feeling the whole thing. Her strikingly expressive eyes and her superb sense of timing made her one of the greatest actresses. See, in acting, you require timing. The way you react, the way you move, it requires timing. You can't calculate. It requires to be spontaneous. You have to react to everything. Amitabh Bachchan also said a very beautiful thing about Savitri. Savitri was one of the first actresses with unbelievable spontaneity. So acting is obviously all about spontaneity. What you're feeling within, you have to express it. Maya Bazaar is another film that brought fame to Savitri. She played the role of Sasirekha, recollecting the 16 Annas Telugu lass clad in parikini in the song Alli Billi Ammaiki, reminds us of the rich Telugu culture of yesteryears, of previous years. In the final part of the film, it's very funny. Savitri plays the role of Maya. Maya, not real. She's not real. It's Maya. It's a magical movie. And Sasireka, which means Sasireka is Gatotkacha in disguise. So she's a woman, but also a man. Inside, she's a man. But her face is a woman's. That's a Maya. She walks in a masculine manner. That is such a beautiful movie. When you see the way she is, like a man, she walks. She walks in a masculine, which means like a man, manner, imitating the legendary S.V. Rangarao. S.V. Rangarao was a legendary male artist. She imitated him because that was a Maya. S.V. Rangarao acting as Gatotkacha in the film to perfection. To perfection. She imitated him to perfection. The theater rocks with laughter. When Lakshmana Kumara Railangi is teased by Maya Sasirekha. Maya Sasirekha. I mean, like, she's not really Sasirekha. She's just playing the man woman, man woman. She keeps switching. She switches from the feminine to the masculine in the twinkling of an eye. Just like that. She's woman and then again man. And needless to say, a female artist displaying masculine demon qualities with a club in hand, has no parallel. Has no parallel. You cannot see any movie in Indian movies or maybe in the West also where a woman becomes a man. And she was so brilliant in that. I have seen the movie and I can vouch for that. You must see that movie, and the way she acts, that last scene will charm you. Savitri gets totally involved in whatever role she plays. Migiledi. Chivaraku Migiledi. What remains at the end, there's a translation, is one such film. She played the role of a nurse in a psychiatry ward where people are mentally deranged. In a particular scene, the nurse has a nervous breakdown. There's a scene, there's a conflict, and she has a nervous breakdown and she cries uncontrollably. The shot was over. Cut! The director said. But Savitri, who played the role, could not stop crying. She went on crying. That is the secret. She was not acting. She was feeling. She was feeling from her soul, from her heart, from deep inside what she was portraying on the screen. And that kind of gift she gave the whole audience. The film became a milestone in her career. Milestone in her career. Savitri was awarded the title Mahanati. Maha means great, Nati means actress, the supreme artist. She also received the presidential award for her performance in Chivaraku Migiledi. What remains at the end? The magnum opus of Savitri. Magnum opus. The meaning of magnum opus. Magnum. Magnum opus. OPUS is the magnum opus is the big movie with everything in it. She was the recipient of Kalayanamani and Nadigayar Tilakam from Tamil film industry. Savitri had nearly 300 films to her credit. Her career was nearly 30 years long. Now, if you divide 300 by 30, she acted in 10 movies averagely in 1 year. You can imagine she was doing nothing but acting. Acting was completely her breathing, her blood. She was equally admired by Telugu and Tamil film lovers. She also acted in a few Kannada and Hindi films. She had a lion's share of films when she was at the zenith of her career. Lion's share, largest share, and zenith means top of her career. Her passion for films was so strong that she directed and produced a few films in spite of certain adversities, difficulties. Adversities means difficulties. Savitri was a humane artist. She was a very good person. People vouch for that. She was generous to the people who were in need. Once she donated all the jewelry she was wearing to the then Prime Minister's fund. Her rise as a star was like a meteor. She just shot up. She left the world in 1981, leaving an envied means people were jealous of the kind of success she achieved, and unsurpassed. No one has surpassed Savitri. No one has gone beyond that legacy behind her. She left the world in 1981, having leaving an envied and unsurpassed legacy. So much behind her, legacy behind her. Savitri is no more, but she is among us with her unforgettable roles. Obviously, she's a legend. Her versatility means being able to do a variety of roles, lives on and on and on. People still watch her movies. People still remember her. She's part of the heart of every Telugu going audience, movie going audience. Paying tribute to her, the director and producer, famous director and producer Dasri Narayan Rao said, many artists are forgotten soon after their death, but it is not so with Savitri. She will be remembered as long as celluloid lives on. Celluloid lives on. Celluloid means the cinema. All her films would amount to an album of life due to the range of themes. This is a very beautiful statement. All her films If you keep all her films together, they become an album of life due to the range of themes, different themes. She's a wife here, she played a mythological role here, a nurse here, a lover here, an actress here, all these different roles. All her films would amount to an album of life due to the range of themes they encompass. They cover. Encompass means cover human lives and passions in their full diversity. So Savitri didn't act in movies. She showed life, Dasinana is saying. What is cinema? What is cinema? That's what Dasinana is asking. Is it a fiction or a reality? It's a great question. Is it fiction? Is cinema fiction? Or is it real? Many people say many things, but Savitri gave a different definition. That's what Dasinana is saying. Savitri gave a different definition of cinema itself. She said that cinema is life. Life is eternal. It's always there. So is cinema because life runs through it. Life runs through it. Only in Savitri's acting you see that. You see the whole depth coming out from her heart. And so she's not acting as we discussed earlier. She's showing life. And Savitri is eternal. That's why she's eternal. Because she never acted. Savitri is eternal since she gave that life to cinema. That life. So when a actress or actor completely expresses from deep within him, lives the role, it becomes life completely. So that is a tribute, a very, very beautifully written article, a tribute to Savitri, one of the greatest actresses maybe in the world. Because if you see her movies, you see her eyes, her acting, her spontaneity, the way people admire and loved her, her beauty. She was so cute and beautiful, and that was so magically beautiful. Just to look at her is to become arrested. So that was a kind of great human being, the great genius that lives on and is eternal. So that is our wonderful tribute to Savitri. And we have remembered Savitri. I feel very happy to express it because I personally also love this great actress. I've seen her movies on and on and on so many times. And I love this woman called Savitri. Okay. So this is a tribute to Savitri. That finishes the fourth C. The theatre and movies are finished. We'll come back together. NRK Academy signing out now, and we'll meet again with 5A. Thank you so much.